Hey friends, it's Mums, and we're back on Everglow, the Enchanted Junglecore island. I'm so close to being done with this island. I pretty much have to do all of the villager houses, so that's what we're doing today. I'm going to start with Barbara's house here. I have done a few before, so check out those videos, but this house specifically does not match the theme at all, so I'm gonna run over to Tom Nook and see if we can get her house customized. For all the houses on this island, I'm trying to make them fit in with this overgrown junglecore feel, so what I've been doing so far is just making them look like little wooden, jungly houses, I guess. But on the interiors, I've been making them look like exteriors that have been put inside. And this house, as you can see, is so different than what I'm going for, so we're just gonna get rid of all these items. And we're gonna give her kind of like a cave look. I don't know if that necessarily fits because she's a sheep, but we're going to go for it. It's going to be a cave. I'll have these bluish greens going on, and we're just going to roll with it. I kind of struggled with the wallpaper in this room because I wanted it to be green, so I ended up going with this one even though there's windows on the side. If there's any way to get rid of windows on this kind of HHP designing, let me know in the comments. I haven't figured out a way. I know you can do it in your own house, but yeah, let me know. So for the items and the vibe for this room, I'm going to be doing very rocky items to go with the cave wall. And I thought the glowing moss is obviously perfect. I have these all around the island. And then we're going to go with some other rock related items, the rock pond, the mossy rock, and some gyroids, of course. I really liked using the gyroids in this room, especially because in the cave walls, I didn't want there to be plants because if you think about the cave being rocks, I didn't imagine any plants really growing, so I used the gyroids and put them on the wall later on. And now I'm basically just trying to rearrange these items to form like a rocky structure that looks smooth. So I'm gonna play around with this. I'll let you guys watch for a little bit and I'll pop right back in. And I wanted to mention that I think the biggest struggle with this whole island for me has been trying to make this more enchanted with the glowing moss items instead of kind of more witchy. So I really wanted to go with the suspicious cauldron because it just matched so well with these colors and the sparkliness of it. I didn't end up going with it. Same thing with this fish. I really had high hopes for this fish. I felt really bad, but yeah, no fish for Barbara. We're of course gonna do the window trick on here, so I'm gonna be adding some pillars in a little bit, so you'll see those. I didn't want to add any partitions because it would just block too much of the area off, but I really like the way that this room turned out. I felt like all the colors really went together, and unfortunately I don't think Barbara's gonna be able to walk around in here very much, but we'll see what it looks like when she's inside. So now I'm just gonna start adding some items to the ceilings. I wanted to make this look very cave-like, and I don't know if drippy is the right word, but basically like icicles dripping down, but can't think of the word. If you guys know what I mean, let me know in the comments below. But there are these little structures that can descend down from cave walls, and that's what I felt like the hanging glowing moss kind of looked like, so I added a lot of those. And then to the walls, I basically just added a lot of gyroids. I love gyroids, and I felt like they look perfect. I didn't want to add any plants to this area because it's a cave. I don't think there's many plants growing in caves and stuff like that, so that's what I went with. So once I finish with this, I'm gonna go outside and continue decorating out there. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I will pop in again in a little bit. So that is it, and I'm now going to customize the house. And for this one, I kind of struggled a little bit, so instead of going with the normal hut type wooden house, I'm going to go with something a little bit more light colored and blue. Usually I would go with more browns, but I ended up liking this. It kind of goes with Barbara's colors. So now I'm going to go outside and decorate with some items around the house and add some bushes and plants. And since this is a very narrow path that I'm working on, I'm going to be doing a lot of cliff trees. I'm going to need to do a lot of cliff trees just in this area in general. I have a lot of windy paths that are on the second level, so I think the only way for me to make this very overgrown is to do a million cliff trees. So if you guys need help with cliff trees, be sure to slow the video down to see what I'm doing. And if you guys want to know any of the codes that I'm using, I have made a video on the codes I have on this island so far, so I will pin that in the top. And Barbara was pretty much in this area the whole time I was trying to build, of course. So hopefully that means that she likes it. I hope she's happy with her house here. I was kind of hoping that she would walk into the house at the last minute, but it turns out she didn't. She just liked hanging out outside. So unfortunately, I don't get to do another walkthrough of the house. So that is it. This is Barbara's house. There's some area down below that I need to fill in with the sunken forest. So I will be working on that next time. And other than that, this is it. I hope that Barbara likes her house, even though it's a cave. I hope she likes caves. I don't know if her species really is meant to live in caves. I don't know. But anyways, hope she likes it, and I hope you guys liked it too. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have been customizing villager houses on your island. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye!